What's up guys, I'm Dave Klein. Today we're going to talk about the two star-crossed lovers who would forever be remembered by their symbols of their affection for one another. Those who would try and defy the odds for forbidden love, the Prince and Princess of Alken Venn. In a time before Drangleic existed, the kingdoms of Alken and Venn stood on the same land Drangleic stands today. The kingdoms of Alken and Venn long ago flourished on these very grounds. They were both founded by the same man, but were reduced to rivalry and spite. Not much is said of these two kingdoms. However, we know that the land of Alken existed where Belfry's soul now stands, and the land of Venn existed where Belfry Luna now stands. While the two kingdoms were founded by the same man, there was tension between them, and I'd imagine, like the story of Romeo and Juliet, it was considered taboo to talk to someone of the other kingdom. There was, however, a prince in Alken and a princess in Venn who fell madly in love amidst this turmoil. To this day, the forbidden love of the Prince of Alken and the Princess of Venn manipulates these marionettes. Surely they never imagined that their dolls would outlast their own kingdoms. In order to show their love for one another, they created bells and bell keepers in their respective kingdoms. The twin bells symbolize the bond between two lovers who could never be united. The bell keepers are their eternal guardians, for this is their love, this is their curse.
A long time ago, the princess, she made me, yes, just like so. To guard this bell for the prince's honor.
A great note to bring up is that I believe the prince resides in Belfry's soul, and the princess in Belfry Luna. The sun being associated with masculinity, and the moon being associated with femininity. This actually isn't the first time we've seen this association, as Gwyndolin from Dark Souls 1 was raised as a woman due to his affinity with the moon. It seems this theme has continued into Dark Souls 2. Now, while the prince and princess secretly loved one another, they were never wed, and eventually the prince was promised to another, a girl infatuated with him.
Psst! Have you heard? Well, apparently, there's this monster lady, right? And the poison, well, does wonders for her body. You know, the health and beauty and that sort of stuff. And I thought only human women were so petty. That creature, she was human once, you know? Yeah? In fact, she was wed to the prince of that nearby castle. But her husband? He had feelings for another. The princess was desperate and sought eternal beauty, hoping that it would restore the prince's affection. You see what I mean? Before long, the princess's ire transformed her into a monster. Now, listen here. When do you think this all happened? Long ago, when this very land was called something else.
Mitha, the baneful queen, was married to a prince of a nearby castle. The earthen peak adjoins to the Iron Keep, and the Iron Keep contains Belfry's soul, home to the Prince of Alken. So it seems Mitha was married to either the Prince of Alken or the Iron King. According to Mitha's soul, Mitha, the baneful queen, sought the king's affection, even poisoning herself to attain beauty despite the monstrous consequences, all for the compelling madness known as love. Mitha was married to a king and became the baneful queen. It seems that Mitha was indeed married to the Iron King, who did not return her affection. Gilligan even quips to the player,
"That damned hag just can't let her old flame go. She's going to get us all burnt."
A clear homage to the Iron King. Yet another lover lies in the mix, that of the covetous demon. Excuse me, the covetous demon. The covetous demon is found within the earthen peak, and it's said there once was a man whose deep affections were unrequited. He transformed into the covetous demon, which only made him lonelier than ever before. That thing ended up as a monstrous fiend. What was it to begin with, and why did it never leave the queen? Perhaps it was entranced by some perversion of love. Yet another person lies within this love square? Love pentagon? At this point, this is what we know for sure. The rest is fairly speculative, and I want to thank the various people listed who commented on my videos and helped bring this theory to my attention. I think it's a great theory and makes a lot of sense. So, let's get into it. It's very likely the Prince of Belfry's soul is one and the same with the Iron King. While there isn't any concrete evidence to cement this, there are some connections that we can find to help support it. Given Mitha was said to be in love with both a prince and a king, it's possible before the Iron King was a king, he was the Prince of Alken. Opening up the doors into the Iron Keep, you'll notice these are the same doors used at Sinner's Rise, where the lost sinner resides, connecting both the Iron Keep with Sinner's Rise. And bear in mind, the Sinner's Rise lies within close proximity to Belfry Luna. It's also worth noting that between No Man's Wharf and Hade's Tower of Flame is a broken down door that also matches up. Going down this rabbit hole a little further, as indicated by the iron doors in Sinner's Rise, it seems possible Sinner's Rise could have been built by the Iron King. If that is the case, do you think the lost sinner, who, as indicated by her soul's description as a girl, could have possibly been the Princess of Venn? Or is this stretching it too far? Now the question arises, what about the covetous demon? Was he the prince from the Tales of the Prince and Princess? I don't believe so. According to his soul, his love was unrequited, and while the prince and princess could never be united, they did return each other's love and even built bells for each other to symbolize this. It seems to me the covetous demon was in love with Mitha, who was in love with the Iron King, who was in love with the Princess of Venn, who returned his love, but they could never be together. And that's a mouthful. So why do I think Alken is Belfry's soul and Venn is Belfry Luna? Stay with me here as this can get a little confusing.
The princess made me to guard the bell of Alken. In Alken, the bell of the princess. In Venn, the bell of the prince. Yes!
I believe the prince created a bell that was given to the princess as a gift, that she has created marionettes to protect and resides in Venn. This is the Bell of Alken, as it was made by the prince, yet it resides with the princess in Venn.
Keep your hands off our bell, the great bell of Alken. The bell belongs to the princess, it do. A long time ago, the princess, she made me, yes, just like so. To guard this bell for the prince's honor.
Remember, the princess is from Venn, so it makes sense that the prince bell would be in Venn or Belfry Luna. Meanwhile, in Alken, the prince is guarding the princess bell.
The prince made me to guard the bell of Venn. In Venn, the bell of the fine prince. In Alken, the bell of the princess.
But this is just how I interpret it. It gets pretty confusing, so if you disagree with me, let me know and tell me why. That wraps up this lore video on the Prince and Princess of Venn and Alken. Who do you think the Prince and Princess were, and do you think we meet either of them in the game? For more lore and Dark Souls videos, make sure to check out my other content, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.